Hi, everyone. Welcome. Let me just make sure we are live. I always like to double check. So, today's training is how to create content that converts. It's so important. So, I'm going to be talking a lot probably. Let me just double check that we're live. Seems like we are. Okay. Shh, gotta mute that. Okay. A baby's playing in the background. My grandma is sleeping in the background. She's actually not feeling well today. I'm still visiting family in Florida. I mean, not that you care, but I just wanted to let you know. This is not my normal setup. I don't have wine bottles in the background. It's just the way it is today. Before I get started, I'm going to leave a link in the comments for you guys to accept the permissions from StreamYard so that I can see your name if you comment. I would love to answer any questions as I'm going along, but I do have like a full packed um training to kind of go through. Why can't I comment? Hello. Um I'm not sure why I can comment. I can't comment. Okay, so just go to streamyard.com/Facebook. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to tell you. If you hear snoring, I apologize. If you hear the baby playing in the background, he might cry. It's just the way it's going to go. Anyway, if you don't know me, I am Laura and I am the CEO of the Digital Marketing Collective. We're a boutique agency and I also offer Done For You digital marketing services for female entrepreneurs, as well as just helping startup entrepreneurs set up their marketing so that they have the best success with their content. And there goes baby. Let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know. Go ahead and comment. Oh, wait, can I see comments? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm so used to kind of interviewing people. I haven't gone live by myself in a few weeks. So I'm a little rusty. I'm also sharing this on my personal page for the first time ever. So if I know you, hi, comment. Let me know if you're watching the replay. Do hashtag replay. Let me know if you're watching live. Hashtag live. Anyway, like I said, we are talking about content that converts today. It's so important to create content with a purpose. I always mention that. So today's training, by the way, was supposed to be with Vina, but she had something come up. So we pushed that to August 23rd, I believe. So she will be coming on. It's just not today. That's why this was kind of impromptu. But thank you so much for being here if you're here. So, yes, like I said, we're going to talk about content that converts. If you're in the group, you guys got the spreadsheet if you left your email. That spreadsheet is super helpful for what I'm going to be talking about today because honestly, that spreadsheet, everyone tells me I should make it paid. But it's just such a valuable resource when creating your content. So I'm going to reference that a lot. If you didn't get it, there's a post pinned at the top of the group that tells you how to get it. You do have to leave your email. Unfortunately, that's just the only way I can send it to you. And you can always opt out of future emails, but I do send emails that are relatively helpful in my opinion. So yeah. Today I'm going to be teaching you. I have my notes in front of you, by the way. I'm not going to be reading because that's like so boring, but I just like I need to remember when I get on these trainings, I get like nervous and then I forget what I want to say. Baby's finding his voice, so he's just screaming. I'm surprised she hasn't woken up. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to be teaching you my 3-step process for making sure every piece of content you create will convert at least one follower. And if it doesn't do that, then there are some tweaks you can make to make sure that it does. And all in all, my philosophy is better to show up than not show up at all. So if you're creating content and it's not converting, we obviously need to look at your strategy and look at the content you're creating and try to figure out how it could convert. But not showing up at all is not going to get you clients anyway. So you might as well just try to be as consistent as possible, even if your content isn't fully converting just yet. So why do you want your content to convert? Well, what is content that converts? Obviously it gets you clients, so you want to make sure your content, you're not wasting your effort in creating all this content that you think is great. It's super valuable, but it's not being seen by anybody and it's not converting into anything. So obviously everyone wants to create content that converts. There are several ways to do this, and I'm going to talk about the process in a little bit. But obviously converting content is content that makes your audience want to buy from you. What is it that you provide them? How much value are you providing them? They're like, wow, I need to work with this person because this information is so useful that I bet with what I can pay them for will be even more useful. So that's the kind of thing you need to think about when creating content. Are you okay, Papa? I might have to pick him up. It's just the way it's going to go. Hashtag relatable. I am a mom. It's just, I'm a new mom. He's only 6 months old. Stop posting just to post. This wastes your time. It wastes your resources. You want to have a plan of action. And I've had so many trainings on content pillars, how to create a content plan. I sell a content planner. That's a digital product, and it's super helpful to just kind of guide you in the right direction. Obviously, high converting content is going to bring in more sales. So ultimately, that's what we want. Your reputation is on the line too. So if you create content that's super valuable, okay, to your target audience. I am so sorry. Hopefully nobody's wearing headphones, and you can't hear that. Anyway, you're going to be known as the authority in your niche, which is what you want to be. I'm going to have to pick him up, aren't I? Keep playing. Look at that. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to talk really quick about how I think Instagram is better for low ticket offers versus Facebook is better for high ticket. Mostly because of just the nature of the social media platform. And I'm going to link down below a few accounts that I absolutely love that I think you guys should check out. Let me just grab him real quick. I apologize. He's just going to have to sit in the live with me. Okay, come on. Hashtag relatable. Okay, so I lost my place. Okay, so on Instagram, the content queen, love her. So what I love about her account is she's super authentic and she just doesn't care what she talks about. She is very, very, how do I say this? She is very like, she doesn't care to curse, she's very like polarizing. She does a lot of polarizing views and stuff. So it's just an interesting take on business, entrepreneurship, and all that. Oh, I'm getting some comments. Lee says, hi from England. Hello. I've heard that LinkedIn is best for marketing. Depends on your niche. A lot of people are on LinkedIn. It again depends on your niche. And like I said, as we go, you can keep dropping your questions and I'll like pause and answer them, or I'll answer them at the end. I want to say something about LinkedIn though. It is best for people who are very specific niches. I would say as a whole, yes, you should have a LinkedIn profile. Do I think you should concentrate on it? No. I really think that personally, a lot of my clients have great success in Facebook more than Instagram. But I actually did just put up a post yesterday about how one of my clients got, she probably sold over she sold over $100,000 of her high ticket program and low ticket digital products from Instagram, one Instagram reel. It was amazing. So it is possible. It's just you need to find your place. Like what is the platform? And I recommend starting with one. If you're doing Instagram though, honestly, you can cross post to Facebook. It's very easy. That's kind of what I do. I don't focus too much on LinkedIn. I don't know about LinkedIn too much. Hashtag relatable. Thank you. If you want to accept StreamYard's permissions on Facebook, go to streamyard.com/Facebook so I could see your name when you're commenting. If you don't want to do that, it's totally fine. But yeah, anyway, back to the accounts I recommend. So the content queen on Instagram, love her. Social marketing queen, she's also super relatable. She's not as like, I don't want to say crass because I love the content queen. I find her super relatable, but she's relatable. Social marketing queen is relatable in a different way. She has a social media marketing agency, and she'll tell you all the best tips and stuff for growing on social media. On Facebook, I love Chloe Bond, and again, I'll link them down below. These are personal profiles, and then Natalie Bullen. I love them for their random, quick, witty, like Facebook posts that are just random thoughts of entrepreneurship. I'm so sorry, guys. I hope you're not wearing headphones. Listen, you're finding your voice. I understand, but you need to calm down. His hair is also a giant mess. So what you need to make sure in order to get content that converts, you need to make sure we all as a whole need to make sure you're grabbing your audience's attention from the start, and then you're getting them to take action through your content. So how you do that, first of all, you need to identify your target audience. Who are you trying to sell to? Who is your ideal client? If you are like me, for example, when you do marketing or you do social media management or you're a coach of some sort and you're like, I target females. That is really, really, really broad. So, oh, so cute. Thank you. It's really broad. So you want to kind of niche that down. Because when you're creating content, obviously the way you create content for someone who is a female entrepreneur would be different for someone who is not an entrepreneur, someone who is just an everyday person who has a 9 to 5, or someone who's a stay-at-home mom, or someone, it's going to be completely different. So understanding your target audience helps you create content that is focused solely on them. It's specifically for them. So figure out their interests, their needs, their preferences, and create content like that will interest them so that they engage and then eventually buy from you. So content aimed directly at these people will build their trust in you, and then it'll build your authority, and then it'll build their connection with you, and then they'll want to buy from you. You know what I mean? Lee says she targets small business owners in the UK. So, and she's a virtual assistant. Yeah. So you definitely want to kind of tailor things more towards the UK. Like if you are a virtual assistant, I would say if you handle social media at all, a content calendar for the month of coming up August with any dates, like important holidays in the UK or something that's relatable in politics. I wouldn't do too much politics, but something like that. That's like so that people know that you're targeting people in the UK and not in the US. Unless you're not opposed to, but you said you want to do the UK, so definitely target people. That's how you would target people in the UK. So you also want to address your audience's pain points by providing solutions through your content. Now, I don't love pain point marketing, and I'm going to touch on this a little bit because it just gives people a reminder of everything they're going through, all their pains. You want to provide just the solution. So you want to touch on their pain points in a very classy way so that they're not like overwhelmed and like, oh my God, she's hitting me in the gut. Like, why is she doing that to me? You know what I mean? And also, really quick, you don't want to give away everything for free. My business coach recommends to give away your best stuff for free, but don't give away everything for free because then they're never going to pay you. Although that same business coach is the one that says that she gives away her best stuff for free, and she has an audience of almost 500,000 people, and obviously not everyone can become a client. So she definitely still gives away her stuff for free. Again, you just want to establish that trust with people. Are you tired? I'm gonna have to put you down, huh? So how do you find your target audience? Well, first of all, who do you want to work with? I would research your target audience, research your ideal clients on social media platforms, see what they're interested in so that you can post content that they relate to. You also want to do competitor analysis. This is something I do quite often for my own business. So I'll go in and I'll research like digital marketing agencies and see what they're kind of doing. This is all for inspiration. You don't want to copy people. When you do competitor analysis, the point is not to copy people. It is just to get inspiration and see what's working well for them to see if you can duplicate the process. I will say sometimes that doesn't work. What works for some person may not work for you as well, even if you're the same niche. So it doesn't always work. Never copy, just inspiration though. You can also poll your current audience. What do they want to see? What kind of content do they want to see? Do they want to see more reels? Do they want to see more about this topic? Do they want to see less about this topic? Do they want to see? I polled about this live stream. I was like, what would you rather see? Content that converts? And I asked some other ones. I don't remember exactly what it was right now, but yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. Knowing your target audience is crucial so that you create content that speaks directly to them. So you're not wasting time, creating content. Now, how do you craft engaging and relevant content? I have a 3-step process that for creating content, and you can even optimize your current content to fit this. Maybe it depends on what it is. So the 3-step process is the hook, the content, and the call to action. These might seem like, wow, duh, like no brainers, but I'm going to explain each in a way that will hopefully make sense and teach you something that you maybe didn't already know. So, okay. Are you good? Do you need to be put down for a nap? I think maybe. So this format of creating content, it structures your content in a way that's readable, relatable, and it will promote engagement from your audience, which will get your content seen by more people and thus convert your content, hopefully, and turn your followers into clients. What is it? Okay. So obviously you want to start with the hook. You want to write an attention grabbing headline. That's the first thing that people see. And this is more aimed toward long form content on Facebook or Instagram. Not really the short form content around Facebook. Give me a second, guys. Let me put him down for a nap. It's right here, so it's not gonna take me too long. He might cry a little bit though. It's just the way it's gonna go today, huh? Okay. There you go. Here's your little doll. I'm sorry, guys. Hashtag relatable, hopefully. So what you want is power words in your headline. So people are scanning on social media all the time. They're like just scrolling through. They're trying to see what's next, whatever. Something that stands out to them are power words. So something like free, instant, easy, how to. I can't think of anything else. But yeah, those are like the ones that come to mind. I wrote them down. These will make them stop and want to consume the rest. So anything that you can think of that's like a power word related to your niche, like how to is becoming a little bit less and says hashtag relatable. Yeah, I'm trying here. Okay, my husband's out of town, and that's why otherwise he would be here with him instead of me having to stop. And anyway, that's just the way it is. So yeah, power words are really important for the hook. Another way is to start with a question, something that provokes people's curiosity, like, are you tired of struggling to find a work-life balance? Now, that's a little bit of pain point marketing I don't love, but it's okay. You can start with that. Like, are you tired of that's what I wrote down as the example. I can't think of one on the spot. I'm like okay. And then next you also want stats or facts that provoke curiosity as well, or that make people want to learn more. So it takes 7 seconds for people to form an impression about you. I actually posted that on Instagram the other day about your profile. Like it takes 7 seconds. Like people go onto your profile and it takes them 7 seconds to be like, I want to follow this person. And people were like that caught people's attention. They're like, okay, well, what can I do to make the impression work for me so that they want to follow, right? Create a sense of urgency. Don't love this either. Like last day for this sale, act now, or don't miss out on this opportunity. Don't use that too much because people, it's like it's false scarcity. And I mean, unless it's actually like, oh, the sale is ending today. Don't be like some marketers that they say, oh, the sale is ending today, but really it ends next week. Like, and then they say it's ending today for like 5 days, and we see right through that. So don't do that too much. Make a bold statement. So this is what I love about the content queen that I was talking about earlier. Something like, forget everything you knew about weight loss, discover the revolutionary method that lets you shed pounds without dieting or hitting the gym. That is a bold statement. They're like, whoa, okay, I want to learn more. You've piqued my interest, right? So a really bold statement, anything controversial in your niche or in the topic you're talking about, right? Invoke emotion. Now paint a picture. So like feel the adrenaline rush as you embark on the adventure of a lifetime. This is talking about travel or something like that. Or the sense of pride I feel when posting and my content is getting traction. I just came up with that one on the spot. I did better. Sometimes I can't really think on the spot, so that I'm proud of myself. Okay. So that is step 1, right? The hook. The hook is so important, and that could be also in a way and when you're doing video, anything visual on the screen, text you can add this text, the text of power words that we're talking about like here, or you can even do movement in video is really like you pop in on the screen, stuff like that. Video is really big right now, so I highly recommend that as well. But any compelling visuals or design will also help with that. So for like Instagram posts, you in addition to the words I was talking about now, you want to make sure your visuals are very captivating. And then, like I said, for reels, pop in the screen, also put the text as a title. All right, so next we have the content. So the content's broken up into different things. Pain point, I already talked about a little bit. Again, not too much. You don't want to hit people in the gut. You don't want to remind them of their troubles. You want to instead kind of glaze over it so that they're like, okay, yeah, this is me. I can relate. This is totally my pain point right now. Now, how are you going to solve my problem? So just touch on it very briefly. So this is where it gets a little different. You want the transformation using a personal or relatable story. So what this could be is, like I said, a personal story or a client win or any sort of imagery you can think of, because storytelling is so huge right now on social media. People want to hear your stories. They want to know you're a person. They want to see your authenticity. They want to make sure that you're, human, and they can relate to that. If you're telling a story and you're like, wow, that was me a year ago, or that's me right now, I need to work with this person. So that's the kind of thing you want to do. Then you want to provide the solution. So how is this piece of content going to solve this person's problem? So again, don't give away everything for free, because then people are not going to want to pay you to work with them. But what is it going to solve though? Like, your piece of content might solve an actual problem. Like, wow, oh my gosh, I could go and I can implement this in my life today and I can see results. And then they're going to build that trust with you, and then they're going to want to work with you because they already saw results from something that you gave them for free. So think about that. Then you also want a lesson learned or a value add. So what did you going through that in your story teach you? And how will it teach them eventually too, if they're going through the exact same thing? And then you also want CTAs in every single post. Call to action. A call to action is so, so important. And there are people that'll tell you don't put a call to action in everything. I have to disagree. A call to action is super, super, super important. Even if it's just an engaging question, like, what was your favorite? What was your key takeaway from this piece of content? Or comment your favorite down below. Or your like this if you agree. It inspires them to take that action. Even as simple as liking the post, it'll boost it in the algorithm where people see it. So you want to encourage some sort of action. So a CTA is the way to do that, even if it's just an engaging question like this post if you found it helpful. Comment below if you agree, etc. Occasionally I would add CTAs to DM you. It's very important because you have that DM open, right? uh or CTAs to head to your site too. I wouldn't put link in bio, especially TikTok is very finicky about that. So just kind of like, oh, for more info, point up at the screen if you're doing a video. Or even in graphics, it's like Instagram somehow picks up on it. Link in bio for more info, and then they won't push your content. So you got to be careful with that. But definitely, you know, find a way around that. I can't think of anything to say right now to help you. Link in bio. I kind of say link in bio occasionally, but I wouldn't do it too much. Don't overuse it. So here's my next tip. The most effective calls to action are the ones that have to do with what you're talking about in your content, like that specific topic, especially if you have a lead magnet or a freebie relating to that topic. So what that means is you want to talk about your lead magnet in a way that's not giving the lead magnet away in your content. Like, you don't want to say, oh, this is my lead magnet. No, you want to talk about it, like glaze over it. And then you want to say, if you want more info on this, DM me this word, the word content, and then comment done on this post so I can send you the link. This will build your email list, it'll generate engagement on your posts, and it'll have an open DM with a person that could become a client for you. So I would definitely, that's the biggest tip I could give you in this video, in this training. Have a lead magnet. Make sure it's a strong lead magnet, something that people really, really want. And then talk about it. Create a piece of content surrounding it. Like I talk about organizing your content all the time. And then I will go in and I will create like a piece of content. In the caption of that, I'll say, if you want more information, if you want to see this in action, if you want to see this in more detail, DM me the word content, and then comment done so I know to send you the link. So what this does, like I said, is build your email list. It generates engagement on your post because people are commenting done. And then you'll have an open DM with a potential client. So that's amazing. Um, okay, I'm reading some comments. Oh no, you lost me. I was cutting in and out. Oh no. The Wi-Fi here is not very good. Staying at my mom's house, so it's just the way it is. And then blink in the Lio. Yeah, some people do like the exclamation points or something like that, like to make it look like it still says link in bio, but it doesn't actually outright say it. I would just try to come up with more creative ways of saying it. Honestly, I have to say the link in bio CTA is not the most effective CTA, so don't use it too much. I recommend DM me for if you need more clarity, DM me and I'd love to have a conversation with you. You again provide them more value, and then that's how you eventually close the sale. All in all, though, try to measure the performance of your current content and do this occasionally, like throughout the year, because it will help you realize, okay, what's working well, what's not working, how can I optimize this in a way that will make sure that it's converting. I know a lot of people struggle. They post and they post and they post, and you spend so much time on this content and it's not converting into anything. So you're just wasting your time. I've gotten my content creation process down to like 2 hours for the month. And so I love teaching that to people. So if you want more info on that, we could talk about that another time. I have trainings in the group about content pillars, how to plan your content. And honestly, if you follow my advice there, you could easily plan your content for the month in less than 2 hours. But audit your accounts, measure the performance of each post, what did well, what didn't do well, why do you think that happened, and figure out what your audience wants, pull your audience all the time so that you are creating content that's specific to them that they want to see so that they eventually become your customers, right? So, okay, let me see if we have any other questions. Swipe left and I have a pinned video in TikTok. And have a pinned video in TikTok. Yeah, that's good advice. Always have pinned stuff on Instagram too, if you can, on Facebook. If you are on Facebook and you use Facebook as your primary marketing, social media marketing, which I do, I kind of like taken a step back from Instagram, even though I focus on Instagram for my clients mostly. I would say make sure you have a professional account. Since I've transformed my personal account to a professional account, not a Facebook page, but a professional account, I have seen so much more reach. My posts do better, and like anyone can comment on my stuff. And I have closed quite a few clients that way. So highly recommend that. I'm starting to recommend that to my clients more and more, because I just think that it's a lot more effective. Okay, so we have 3 minutes left. If you guys have any questions, there's only a few people on, even though a lot of people said they were coming. I know this was a little last minute, but Vina just couldn't make it to our training. So next week, who do we have? I forgot. Eru. I forgot how to say her name. I have to like look it up. But she is an email marketing expert. So she'll be talking about that, which I like will have so much fun with that because I'm a digital marketing expert and email marketing is my jam as well. So we're gonna have so much fun doing that training. If you're watching from my profile, join the group because it's a great group and I do these trainings normally just on there, because I feel like it's more fair that way. If you're in the group, you get the training, right? But I just wanted to do something on my personal profile because I haven't in a while. I don't know if I love this webcam, by the way. I know I'm going on random tangents now, but this webcam, like it randomly focuses and stuff and says, I love your lives, they helped me so much. Oh my god, that makes me so happy. I'm so glad you like it. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do a poll in the group so you guys can let me know what you guys want to see next time. So I have a few guests for August, but I'm trying to keep at least one day open. So I just do like a training so that you guys can ask me any questions. I can do a Q&A, or we can discuss any other sort of marketing, creating marketing content, anything like that. I hopefully this was helpful though. I didn't read off my notes too much, so I'm proud of myself. I just need to have my notes because otherwise I get like frazzled and I'm like, what am I talking about? And yeah, so the key takeaways, like I said, just make sure your content is tailored to your audience. Have a hook, make sure your content, the actual content of your content, is valuable to your audience. And then your CTAs are very, very, very important. And yeah, if there's no more questions, I don't think there's any more questions coming in. I'm going to end this now. I didn't hear the hook tips. Oh, if that's where I was cutting in and out, I have to see. Um Thank you. Great tips. Okay. You're welcome. If I was cutting in and out at that part, I will do a pinned comment or comment down below the hook tips. I really hope I wasn't cutting off though. Was I cutting off for anybody else? Hopefully not. But if I was, then maybe I'll just hop on a little bit later and just quickly touch on it like in a more chill manner. The baby fell asleep, so I can probably do that now. Nope. Nope, I wasn't cutting off for anyone else. I wonder if it was just Lee's internet. It was for me. Okay. So if you so it was probably just you. That means you can watch the replay. So the replay will be up and you can watch that part again about the hooks because it's really, really helpful. And if not, you can check out my Instagram because also I have a bunch of hook ideas on my Instagram all the time. Like I talk about hooks, I talk about CTAs, I talk about creating content that converts. I should probably do more of that on Facebook. You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to end this here. Hopefully this was helpful. If you liked it, please like this video. I feel like I'm ending a YouTube video. I do YouTube, by the way, but I do it for makeup. So it's totally different. But please subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, okay, that was ultra embarrassing. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for joining. Bye.